Girolamo Savonarola, a Dominican friar from Ferrara, this man took his job seriously. He saw the excesses of his age, the rich stomping the poor into the dirt, the priests selling indulgences to the populace, and he went insane. Calling himself an instrument of God, Savonarola descended on Firenze. His sermons sent people into frenzies. He demanded an end to all personal property, to all progress, a return to Eden. Knowledge became the enemy, and he could erase it all with the piece of Eden at his command. Books, paintings, musical instruments, he burned everything in the bonfire of the Vanities. History unraveled as his legions took control, and Firenze descended into darkness.
If Piero had only a tenth of his father's talent, we'd still have some place to call home.
Never should have welcomed that mad monk into the city. Look at all the misery he's wrought.
Sometimes I wish the assassino would return to Firenze, and we might be free of his tyranny.
It's just a myth. A story parents tell their children.
No. My father saw him years ago in San Gimignano.
Sure, sure. Se lo dici tu.
Salve, Ezio. You picked a fine time for a homecoming.
Then it's true. Savonarola has taken control of Firenze.
Yes. No doubt aided by that treacherous artifact.
We should get to work on retrieving it.
That may be more complicated than you think.
When isn't it? Why don't you fill me in on things?
Walk with me. It all started a few weeks ago. The man everyone once reviled was suddenly the one they worshipped.
Ah, the apple.
Only in part. It's not the city he's enthralled, but its leaders. Men possessed of influence and power. They, in turn, oppress the citizens and ensure his will is done.
The people act as if they have no say in the matter.
Rare is the man willing to oppose the status quo. And so it falls to us to help them see the truth.
Those bodies bear the emblem of the Borgia.
Yes. The Spaniard keeps sending his soldiers into Firenze, and Firenze keeps sending them back. Usually in pieces.
Then he knows the apple is here as well. An unfortunate complication. This way. A direct assault will be dangerous.
True. But what other option is there?
Aside from the city leaders, the people's minds are their own, correct?
See.
And they follow Savonarola not by choice, but force and fear?
See.
Then I propose we use these to our advantage. If we can silence his lieutenants and stir up discontent, he will be distracted, and I will have a chance to strike.
Clever. I'll speak with La Volpe and Paola. They can help to organize the uprising as you free the districts.
Then it's settled. I'll take care of his abettors.
Good people of Firenze, a message from the Archangel. May this year's festival of San Giovanni be a time of great joy and pride in our great...
Secure those crates. We can ill afford to let their contents fall into the wrong hands. We'll see just how tough the holdouts are when they're forced to go without food. If they want to eat, they'll accept Savonarola as their leader. How the Medici family can hold any sway in this city is beyond me. Oh, to think I once considered them my patrons. But that was before. Then I saw the influx of commerce and the division it creates. Savonarola will lead us into a new era. One of fraternity, equality, and justice. All that remains is for us to cast off the shackles of our and accept the Lord as our savior and true leader. We'll see just how tough the holdouts are when they're forced to go without food. accept Savonarola as their leader. How the Medici family can still hold any sway in the cities beyond me. God, to think I once considered them my patrons. But that was before the prophet opened my eyes.
Where the... What happened? Anyone see the killer?
All that remains is for us to cast off the shackles of our troubled past and accept the Lord as our savior and true leader. What have I done?
You tried to force devotion.
Sometimes the people must be told what to think.
No good has ever come of that. Benché il mio cuore sia turbato, la mia mente è lucida. Requiescat in pace.
Your orders are simple. Keep watch over these fields and ensure no harm comes to the bundles of Fieno. It may seem a mundane task, but it is critical nonetheless. Without these most basic resources, they'll lose the means to resist. They will be forced to stand down.
Be up here, Stolto!
Eyes open. Anyone witness the fight?
Already, many have fallen into it. They require clothing, food, shelter, water, and all of these things are born of fear. I hear you grumbling. You think this post a waste of time. But you must understand, our very existence depends upon keeping all of this secure.
You say more!
You would have let your own people starve. And for what?
Too long I suffered their insults. They called me simple and low class. I wanted their respect.
I'm afraid you do not have mine. Per quanto sia penoso il trapasso, lieto sarà il tuo sonno. Requiescat in pace.
You're not alone, brother. And you don't stand it. Release me!
Long may purgatory make you weep. For your sins.
Come back here! Fight with honor!
Come, friends. A pleasure. Do come again.
Something is wrong here. Where is everyone?
Who requires